Hello everybody, my name's Erica and welcome back to my channel, Ginger Books. So I do apologize, I do explain last week in my first upload in a while of what happened to me and my breaking point. And I keep forgetting that sign is there. So I'm not going to go more into explanation. You'll just have to watch my first Let's Play of last week to understand what happened to me and why I kind of went MIA for a while. But we're back. I'm back to a regular schedule. I pretty much am a very schedule and task-oriented person. I love being busy, and I get really anxious when I'm not doing anything. I can't help it. I've always been a busybody. Can't help it. So, but this week we are going back to the children's read through vlog, or that's not the name, the childhood favorites vlogs. So this week we are going into my 3rd and 4th grade. We're finishing up 2nd grade with the Ramona Quimby series and going into the first part, because this is going to be 2 parts, my 3rd grade reads, and then next month will be my 4th grade reads. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that I will not be doing Macbeth. I am pushing it off to next month, so that means Trinity will be read would still be read in June, I think. So I was supposed to start reading Trinity this month. Oopsie. Obviously I don't know how to plan very well. So we are pushing off the live for Macbeth until June, so we were gonna extend the month to read Macbeth because guess who did not read it. And then Trinity will be read for June, and will be for July for that video. So anyways, now we got it all squared in my head. So we're pushing that off, but hey, it's okay. Sometimes we have to push things off, just like the whole world pretty much had to push itself off after this COVID-19 pandemic started. So that sounded really morbid. I'm so sorry. We're off task. So we are going to start today, and I did not even grab the books that I'm even reading because they're still sitting on the shelf. So why don't we just walk over to the shelf right now? Excuse me, I gotta move these presents. So we will be reading Ramona Forever and Ramona's World to finish up, and then we will be reading the first 3 books of I cannot speak today, of Laura Ingalls Wilder's Little House on the Prairie series. I don't really remember a lot of what I read in elementary school, so I'm kind of flying off the seat of my pants of the books that I know made an impact and stayed in my brain. You also saw some of the books there. I read those more towards the end of elementary into middle school. They got me into the supernatural kind of fantasy and fiction. So those will be for a later time. And obviously you saw the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I did read those, I think, by myself in 5th grade. So that might be something fun to do. But I may also hold that off and do my childhood favorite scary story books until October. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do, and I probably just spoiled you knowing that I'm probably going to do it. So right now, I just got done filming, actually, my uncut version of The Sims 3 that's going to be uploaded on this Tuesday. So, yeah, I claimed my unemployment today. I ended up going to Fort Dodge to get some makeup stuff because your girl needs something to do, and I've always wanted to learn, and might as well take the opportunity while I'm not busy, is to learn how to do eyeshadow properly, or to even do makeup properly. I've never really been big into wearing a ton of makeup, just because I was never confident in myself that I was ever doing it right. I think I have the foundation down and the concealer, but I never believed in contouring or anything like that. But I always loved the eyeshadow looks that, you know, Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson or my friends create. And it's like, why can't I do that? I need to learn how to do that. So I went to Walmart, and they have this vegan and cruelty-free, like, morph mystical kind of type brushes. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering the name. So I bought some. They were a little bit more high-end and better than the ones I had because I always bought cheap, and decided, you know, I need to splurge on this if I'm actually going to do it right, use actual, you know, better brushes and better products. I also bought a couple of eyeshadow palettes that kind of walk you through for people who don't really know how to do it, from Maybelline, which I support totally because obviously I'm walking into this blind. But I also went on to Morphe and bought Jeffree Star and Morphe's collab eye brushes, all of the eye brushes that he recommends using and he created with Morphe. And I also bought my first ever, I like to say big girl palette, which is a big Morphe palette. Right now they're not going to be colorful just because I'm just getting into this, and color gives me anxiety and scares me just because I don't know what to do with it, and I don't want to like come out looking like a clown. Not saying anybody else who uses color comes out looking like a clown. That's not what I mean. But I would look like a clown because I wouldn't know how to use it. So I figured I would stick to neutral with a little bit of color until I learn. So I'm hoping this goes well. If not, this might end in a disaster and I just spent a whole bunch of money. Also, actually, like, one of the things I really love about makeup, and I'm sorry I'm getting onto this, but is liquid lips. And I did buy my first Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, 2 of them. They should be coming in the mail, I'm hoping, in the next month. He is backordered just because California pretty much shut down all of production for Jeffree, which is completely fine. We understand. We want everybody to be safe, happy, and healthy. But he is they're starting to let some of the operations come back and most of the production and everything in California. So, but right now mine's kind of like at the bottom of the list, which is okay because there's people that have been waiting to get their order since, before March 19th. So it's like, I understand. And I'm also so excited that I hope that I can get to order his newest palette, which is a more gothic kind of neutral palette, which is cremated, which I'm really excited for because the little emo Erica in middle school is like screaming right now. I'm so excited and to go on this journey. I have been watching a lot of Shane Dawson and Jeffree videos of how they apply it. I've also been watching Nikki tutorials and Lipstick Nix's channel as well, trying to figure out, because I love Jeffree's looks that he does. I love how Shane has morphed. He took practically a year to perfect what he's doing. Even though he's still perfecting himself, I would consider him a professional. He's so amazing at it. And I love watching Nikki tutorials. She's so funny. But I would love to do something like that. That would be so fun. But anyways, I'm getting into makeup. Also, I have not finished the Asian readathon, so you may see some of the books, me reading them this week as well, so it's part of the TBR. So I may make this into a childhood favorite / Asian readathon, because I have one more book, because I only had 2 books to complete all of those 4 prompts that you were supposed to complete, and I'm still on my second one, and we need to get it done literally by in a week. Yeah, so we need to get it done in a week. So, yeah. But right now, you can see that I'm kind of dressed up a little bit. My friend who I've been helping move the past couple of weeks and just hanging out with her and helping her kind of transition, since her fiance has to stay back where they moved from because he still works in the hospitals down in the big major cities. She's been kind of having to help. She's kind of been by herself trying to move a little bit and take care of their daughter. So I've been kind of trying to help them a little bit. So we're going over there, my boyfriend and I, because actually it's his cousin that I'm really good friends with, and we're gonna go for a cookout. And it's just been kind of a lazy Sunday other than me taking a trip to Fort Dodge. I was so excited, guys, though. I got to have Starbucks for the first time, and this might be also why I'm really jittery and really talkative right now. I'm trying to kick being off pop. I'm only trying to have 2 cans of Mountain Dew a day, but I'm also trying to we got a Brita water filter for our sink. Trying to drink more water, with electrolytes, and trying to wean away from pop and trying to eat healthy snack foods instead of the junk food we have been eating, because I have realized I have been eating so horribly, worse than I have in a very long time, because I've been binge eating and depressed, so it doesn't help. So this has been a long intro to the video. I'm also downloading I downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2. We got our new hard drives for our computer. Both my boyfriend and I got 4 terabytes. I got the WD Blue and he got the WD Black. And so I switched all of my fun videos and the video content to that hard drive. And now I'm using my 1 terabyte hard drive that came with the computer for just games right now. And so I downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2 because I've been seeing my boyfriend play it and I figured it might be fun Hopefully it doesn't consume my life this week, because I have a habit of doing that and letting it happen. But so that's downloading, and of course it's going to take 12 hours because there's updates. All of the updates. Anyways, so I'm gonna go and pretty much, I really need to read, or I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos. And we're supposed to be there by 6:30, so we've got a couple of hours yet before we need to start heading over into town. So yeah, it's just been a pretty lazy Sunday, and I will update you guys later. If I don't, because I'm really bad at not doing that, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow if I don't update you guys. So, peace. Hello everybody, good afternoon. It is Monday, so day 2 of the Childhood Reads vlog, and I've already been up since 9:15. I ended up pretty much recording the first bit of the new Bookish LP for Sims on Friday, which will be released, and I will continue to work on it throughout the week so we can do our first gameplay of it next week, or I guess this week, because this is the next week. But anyways, right now I was just practicing putting on eyeshadow for the first time, and I think it went okay. I noticed definitely where I need to have more control of the brush. I have been watching some tutorials, but also I've been kind of getting tips from one of my friends who technically is a beautician, and she has played with makeup for most of her life. And so I'm just like, does this look good? And she actually told me, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. You have like good start and good technique going in. She's like, but you do have to be careful when you clean up certain areas. That's why she recommends saying that she usually does the crease first, and then she does the lid so that she can clean up the lines on the lid that would have came over from the crease. And she's like, and you're patting, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm patting it. She's like, yes, you pat your lid. You don't smear it on there. At least I think that's what she said. I don't remember. Anyways, so I'm experimenting with that because I've always wanted to play with eyeshadow. I thought it was fun, and I mean, I'm not all a tomboy. I do like to get into girlish fun things. So anyways, I'm so sorry I'm in shadow. It's actually kind of bright out, even though it's been mostly cloud covered because it's been rainy, and it's going to be rainy all week. So yay. It's actually cold, so I may think about shutting the windows. But I'm kind of listening to Jenna and Julian's podcast that they release every Monday, and I'm going to read. Also, I'm going to go get a snack of strawberries, and then I'm going to read because I'm hungry. I don't know really what I'm going to read first, so I was thinking about reading Kingdom of Bad because that needs to be done. But also, I kind of wanted to get into a Ramona book just because I can get that done within an hour, so might do that. So I guess you'll see whatever I'm reading, I'll just kind of hold it up. So, ensue reading montage. So, sorry I'm in shadow again, but I'm on page 24 of the first chapter where Howie's uncle comes to visit them because he has been overseas in Saudi Arabia. I'm not 100% sure if it goes into what he was doing over there, but it could have been like Peace Corps work because this book does take place in the 60s and 70s, and that was a huge thing to go over. He could have been working overseas for something. They said something about digging oil rigs. Could have been that. Who knows? But he comes back with presents, which one is like camel saddles for Howie and his sister Willa Jean. And then also another present, which is a unicycle for Howie, one that he felt that Howie should have the gift of since his mother deprived him of having a unicycle at his age, and then his sister an accordion, Well, something happens where Willa Jean decides to get the big idea of butt bombing on her accordion, which pretty much broke her accordion. And Ramona turns around just to see as it happens. She wasn't really watching, she was watching outside. While Howie's grandmother, who always kind of had it out for Ramona and always babied her grandchildren, but kind of left her out of things and was kind of harsh on her, was outside kind of telling her youngest son, which is the uncle, about how this is a bad idea and shouting at Howie and all this stuff. And this happens. Well, technically Ramona is being babysat by this grandmother, Howie's grandmother, Mrs. Kemp, while both sets of parents are at work. Because Ramona's parents both have to work in order to scrape by. Something, it just kind of drew to my attention of how unfair Mrs. Kemp is actually towards Ramona. Like, Ramona can be a handful, but it's not her fault that Willa Jean decided to be a brat and break the accordion and say, I don't want it anymore, so why do I care? Because she becomes a brat because of Mrs. Kemp's babying. But it is kind of unfair because when Howie comes in with a scraped leg and I don't know where the uncle turns and he's kind of teasing Ramona, but he's just like, so why is Howie's girlfriend sitting on a chair? And she's like, well, can you believe that a girl would just sit there and watch somebody break their own toy? And it's just like, that's not what she was doing. She caught her at the last minute and she couldn't stop her, and she did try. At this point, Ramona's just sitting there, just like, I really don't think Mrs. Kemp really likes me. And to be honest, looking back at all the other books, and especially when she starts babysitting them in the past, like, 2 or 3 books, it kind of does look that way. And it's kind of sad to see that there are some people in this world that just absolutely don't like other children besides their children, or any other grandchildren besides their grandchildren. They're very picky. They'll baby their own and raise them up to this high pedestal, and they grow into entitled brats, and it's really sad. I mean, some people don't grow up to be that way. Sometimes they realize what's happening and kind of try to evolve away from that, but it's like really apparent in this book, and it's just like, I'm so sorry, Ramona, that you have to deal with this. Well, anyways, I'm going to keep reading. I'm probably not going to record any more of this reading, and I will pop back in once I'm done with the book. Hey everybody, so I am back, and I have finished Beverly Crowley's Ramona Forever. Sorry that there's a tag in the middle of it, but by far, I don't remember which book I said was my favorite. It's been a while. But by far, I think this one's my favorite book because it shows... Okay, there's yelling from my uncle out there, but they're working on something. But this is like big stepping stones for a little girl that's like 9 or 10 years old having to deal with, I don't know, where her life could be upturned of her dad moving, but he decided not to and accepted a job just because he had to, so he didn't have to uproot his family, especially now since they have a little baby named Roberta. Figuring out she's not going to be the baby anymore, her aunt is moving away, everything that a little kid that, you know, can be a big drastic change to you, how she takes it, you know, in her own way, and it's so adorable and cute. I love the book. Again, I recommend anybody who is looking for books for their 2nd or 3rd grade child, maybe 1st grade if they're advanced, is this series. It is wonderful. Right now, I'm still continuing on watching some old Jenna Julian, just kind of in the background of their podcasts, and I'm thinking about possibly picking up, because the last one in the series is Ramona's World, and there's also bigger changes that happen in that book too, or waiting for my boyfriend to come home so I can take the car, and I've got to go do a couple of things for the museum, or do one errand for the museum, and then I have to go get food because I kind of want some Jack's Pizza. So, yeah. Well, I will update you guys later. I may play some more Sims, or I may play some Red Dead Redemption, since now all the updates have finally downloaded and I can play it. So I might do that too. I don't know. I'll update you guys later. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. At least I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. If you're looking at my hair, yes, it's a mess. The reason why is because I like messy looks on hair. It is kind of starting to fall a little out, but, you know, this is actually how I used to crimp or curl my hair is this wild, messy look back in middle school where I literally just get out of the shower, take a whole bunch of mousse, and just like shake the heck out of my hair, and then douse it with hairspray. Most of the time it falls out, so it probably will, and I will probably need to wash my hair again tonight, but that's fine. Anyways, that's not why we're here to talk about my hair, but you know. So today's agenda is I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 video clips together. The video going out right now, obviously you'll know, is very raw and unedited, just because it's not like I didn't have time, but it's just I needed to explain without feeling not genuine. And it's been a chaos mess, and you kind of see in the video that it's a chaos mess. Or at least not in this video, or trying to portray that a little bit, and just trying to apologize to you guys why I've been kind of weird lately. So, yeah. And then putting the unedited version, because I figured I could do kind of like what it's like a live stream, but technically it's not, because I'm not going live on Twitch or YouTube to play it, so it's just unedited footage. So, what can I say? So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I am supposed to meet somebody at the museum at 2 because they need the rental key for the church for a wedding that's happening on Friday. Have to go to the store. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something before I start, because I have loads of time because I have to meet them at 2. So, on one of my buying sprees on Hot Topic, I really love Goku's new transformation in Super. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, and I gravitate towards more Vegeta just because he is probably like the most changed character I've ever seen in the series, but I do love Goku. And I got, it's like the Bandapress or Bandapesto, I can't remember what it's called, figurine from Hot Topic, and it's my first one, and I really, really love it and how much they pay attention to detail. The only thing I am a little questionable about is that his skin on his face is not the same color as his body. Which, I mean, I get it, because if he's glowing, it might illuminate his face a little bit more. You can't tell. Camera doesn't really do it justice, but it's a different color. And I'm trying to figure out how to get this on his foot, because it's supposed to fit right on his foot to help keep him up. But, whatever. I really like him. He's cute and adorable. Also, I want to apologize for last night. I had every intention to say goodnight to you guys, but I was having a rough time. Last night, I finally got Red Dead pretty much downloaded, and I was trying to play it, but I was getting a weird noise from my computer. This is my pre-built one I bought from iBuyPower. It's actually a pretty good setup, and I got a lot of things that were really nice out of it, like a 1070s graphics card, pretty much it, and 1 terabyte hard drive. I have the i5, it's not the K series, but it was making a funny noise, and my boyfriend did warn me that Red Dead challenges your computer. It draws a lot of power to pretty much play it. And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't care. I can handle it. Whatever. Well, it turns out it's not really. I was having a really bad sound, and my boyfriend was just like, you know, I'm wondering what they sacrificed in order for this build to be $1,200. And I'm like, but we got it on sale for about $1,000. He starts listening to it, and he's just like, I think it's your power supply making that funny noise, because he turns it off, and he starts tapping the side of the power supply, and it's the same exact noise. Tapping it, he's like, I'm pretty sure you have a power supply with bad internal components, and that's what's making the noise. And I'm like, great, so I can't play the game anymore. And I was really upset. Like, I was so looking forward, like a little kid looking forward to Christmas and Christmas not coming. That's kind of how I was acting, and and then I started kicking myself because I was acting like a brat. So I was having a really bad mental night, I guess you could say. One of the things I guess people should know is that I kick myself a lot. I put high expectations for myself, and you know, people are just like, oh, well, I do the same thing too, but I don't kick myself over it. I do. I play a lot of, and this is where my anxiety comes from, is a lot of mental games with myself, and it's really not nice, and I have learned how to deal with it over the years, but sometimes it comes out when I'm, you know, stressed. I really wanted to play, you know, this game, and stress of now I have to buy computer parts in order to this, and pretty much at the end of the day, we found out we're pretty much getting me a whole new computer. So the game, we bought a power supply and a case, and we're buying the rest of the components on Friday when I get paid. So, yeah. I mean, it's a good investment because now I won't need a computer for a very long time. And as long as it can play games like Red Dead Redemption. And to be honest, I had been thinking and mulling around the idea of possibly upgrading from this computer because this was a really great starter computer from pretty much a laptop giving out halfway through the semester and needing something a little bit more reliable. It was a really good computer, but if I really want to play games like Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto 5 or any newer games that kind of bottlenecks your computer a little bit, I need a new one. So that's what happened last night. I'm sorry I didn't say goodnight, but I'm going to insert a editing montage here, and you're going to pretty much edit with me, which really it's not going to be a lot of editing, but anyways. So, insert editing montage. So, change of plans. I can't do anything because my computer keeps shutting off and turning itself back on, and I don't know what's going on, and the only person that could figure out what's going on is my boyfriend, and he's at work right now. So maybe it might have to be a good idea to get a new computer, because I don't know what the heck, because this, I swear to you guys, like, it was making that funny noise, but it was working last night. Like, after I stopped playing Red Dead, just shut, pretty much all the stuff that I usually have down, left the computer alone for a little bit, came back to it, and was watching YouTube videos until, 11 o'clock, and then I shut it down. This aggravates me so much, because I just deleted the videos off of my phone, and the only other thing that I have to edit is a tablet or my laptop, and my laptop is a piece of poop. Oh boy. So you know what we might do is I think I'm going to load up the dogs in the car, things to do, or I could read and then load up the dogs in the car because it's still about an hour out before I need to even consider going to the museum. I think I might read. So let's go ahead and insert a reading montage of reading Ramona's World by Beverly Cleary, our last book we have to read for the second grade portion. So I'm back. I am up to chapter 6 now in Beverly Cleary's Ramona's World, and this is just so adorable because I totally forgot. She makes a best friend in 4th grade because she's in 4th grade in this book, and her name's Daisy, and she ends up going over to her house for another second play date, and her friend was just like, yeah, I'm gonna shove you in our attic, which doesn't have a finished floor, as the dungeon, and shoves her in there, and Ramona practically almost falls through the ceiling. I totally forgot about that. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing because she could have seriously gotten hurt, but thank God she didn't, and she's only worried about, because she was worried about, oh my goodness, this is gonna cost a lot of money, and of course her Daisy's mom was just like, to be honest, I didn't really like the color and the way the dining room looks, so now we have an excuse to redo it, so, to be honest, I'm not mad, and I'm like, okay, and I'm just laughing because she's trying to tell her family this whole like story and saying, I fell through because it's going to cost bajillion dollars. I just love Ramona's imagination, and I can just see myself saying that story as a little kid. Like, it's going to cost bajillion dollars, and I almost lost my legs, and okay, well, I'm gonna load up the dogs in the car. We're gonna go to the museum, and I'm probably gonna bring this along just to read a little bit more because I'm only gonna be waiting outside the church. And then we're gonna go get groceries and then go get my boyfriend. So I will check in with you guys later, and hopefully we can figure out what's going on with my computer. Hello, everybody. So I'm sorry if I look rugged. Never doing that mousse thing, crimping my hair again like I did in middle school because I forgot about the look it happens afterwards when you try to brush it out. But I just wanted to pop in and apologize for pretty much like not updating you guys all day. I ended up going to hang out with one of my pretty much best friends and like a sister that has moved back again and stayed the night and helped her out during the day today. So that's why I'm updating you at like 10:30 at night. So, but right now I'm a nervous ball of anxiety right now because our governor of the state I live in, which is Iowa, finally was like, okay, we're going to open aquariums, zoos, museums, and what else? I don't remember. But that was underneath of it. Oh, theaters. And starting Friday, which is really happy for me because obviously I work at a museum. But it just makes me nervous because it's like, I don't know, I just have this anxiety in these what if scenarios of, are they gonna allow me to come back off of layoff? What's gonna happen? Because we have a board meeting tomorrow that's gonna discuss like what events have been canceled, what events may be still going on, if we can still have them. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. Like rehiring, which would be discussing bringing me back off of, being laid off and everything. But I'm just so nervous. I don't know. I don't know why I'm nervous. Like I'm thinking of like, oh my God, it's like they're not gonna hire me back. Everything because I saw the minutes about it, and I'm like, this is my brain. This is my brain, guys. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna listen to music, straighten my hair. And I just about poked my eye. Maybe this might be a bad idea. I have not read any more of Ramona's World. I read a good chunk of it yesterday, and I think I'm up to like 140 something pages. So I'm close to finishing the book because there's like 190. So I'm on the last like little chunk stretch of it. I was thinking maybe I should finish it tonight. And then we should start my Little House on the Prairie tomorrow because I'll be home all day tomorrow until I have to go to the board meeting. It's on Zoom, but I'm meeting somebody that's not very familiar with Zoom. That's from the board, and we're meeting at the museum in the office. So, but I'm going to bid you farewell, and hopefully I can calm down enough so I can go to sleep. No promises. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. We're getting close to the weekend, and I'm a nervous wreck. So you would have saw from yesterday why I'm a nervous wreck, because we can open the museums now, but that does not mean I could be coming back or not. I don't know. This is how my anxiety works. Like just out of nowhere, I'm like really excited, but then out of nowhere, a huge like what if comes slamming into my brain. So it's like, I don't know, guys. I'm just anxious and I don't like it. Because I try not to be that person. Usually I can get myself to calm down, but my friends are telling me, I'm like, it's nothing, you're going to get hired back, all this stuff, why are you thinking this way? And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, because you guys don't understand. You told me it was going to be okay, and then in March I got laid off, which is understandable. We can't be open, we can't generate money. Therefore, I was already done with stuff. I was prepped to open, and then I don't know where the coronavirus happened. So I'm just going to be an anxious ball of stress this morning. So you're going to get ready with me real quick. It's close to 11 o'clock. So, the Zoom meeting's not until 7. I've got a ways away to keep being anxious. But right now, all I really want to do is actually, to be honest, be at the museum cleaning. Because cleaning usually, like, tasks like that, like cleaning or something helps my brain focus
and just focus on one task at a time. So it's like, so I can't overthink or anything, because, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. And I need to stop thinking about the what if scenarios and actually just start thinking about the museum, thinking about plans that how we can open. I've already sent my museum director's report last night to everybody, letting them know, you know, I already kind of have something planned that follows what the Iowa Museum Association has kind of put out that is supposed to kind of help us with the strategic planning so we don't have to do it alone. So yeah. But it doesn't stop me from just stressing out. It really doesn't. And this is why sometimes I hate my anxious brain and try to avoid it at all costs. That's why I don't like change. I don't like new things. Okay, I guess this is where it comes from, is because I don't like change. I like to stay in my schedule and in my normal habits as much as possible. So, and that's where my anxiety comes from, is I don't like the what ifs, and I can't plan for the what ifs very well. If I know that this is going to happen, something's going to happen, I can plan. And I know for sure it's going to happen. But this whole, I don't know what's going to happen, freaks me out. And that's how my brain works. And I don't like change. Unless I can plan for it. Then it's fine. That's just who I am. So you're learning a little bit more about me as this is going on. Okay, where is my eyeliner? So right now, I'm going to do my makeup. I'm not doing foundation just because I love it, but it irritates my skin. And I'm already breaking out a lot. And I feel like the foundation is just going to make it worse. Maybe the reason why I'm also so very anxious is I'm close to that time of the month. So I'm going to go speed through this eyeliner real quick because I'm not very good at talking while trying to apply eyeliner. Okay, so I'm back. I'm still a very big bottle of stress. So the agenda today is wow. I'm going to stutter through my words today. So the agenda today is I'm technically stuck at home right now because my boyfriend's car is still not working. I really need to get on him fixing that so I can leave. But I do have to go to the museum after he gets home because I do want to get some cleaning done. Also, I'm bringing some stuff back that I had over the winter to the office just because we are going to be opening hopefully soon, and then I don't have to do my office work at home. I mean, not like I was doing it anyways because I was laid off, even though I do like researching on my spare time. Bring that back to the office and set up for the meeting tonight at the office. Even though we're doing a Zoom meeting again, I have a board member who's not very, I would say she's tech savvy, but only tech savvy to a point. So she asked, and Zoom's not a very familiar place for people that are not comfortable with electronics. Not like, let's say somebody like me or a couple of our other board members, or quite a few of our board members. So I just told her, and you know what, meet me at the museum. I'll just, check in from there. And I'm like, it's just us two. We're under the, under 10 restrictions, so. But today, I'm thinking we need to finish Ramona's book, the Ramona books. We need to start The Little House on the Prairie, so we need to do that. Also, I need to edit tomorrow's video, which I'm thinking about tackling either today or tomorrow. If I tackle it tomorrow, though, it might be late. So, uploading. Or we could do that now, and then I read later. Because editing usually makes the time go by faster. But I'm going to apply this lipstick and complete my look. And yeah, probably go in editing. So let's try to do another editing montage. Since now my computer is actually working. My boyfriend flipped, I guess there's a switch on the power supply besides the power on and off to the power supply that allows it to be in super saver mode, because he was trying to figure out what was going on with my computer when I was trying to play Red Dead. So I flipped it back and it's been working. So I was like, thank you for not telling me you did that, because I was thinking my computer was going to crap and I wasn't going to be very happy. But I'm going to apply this and then we're going to edit. So I just got done
pretty much moving my files where I wanted to and started editing them and didn't realize my audio screwed up on it. And there is no fixing it. It is like 5 to 6 seconds behind the video, so I can't use it. So I am sorry, but there probably will not be a post tomorrow because I don't know if I'll have enough time to record and edit a new one because that one took me forever and a half because I was making a household. So I'm just going to introduce it now, and the next LP that we're going to be doing on Fridays is House of Night series, and I am modeling them after the characters. So I have it all planned out because I wanted to do more characters and kind of treat this more as like a sitcom because we all know how dramatized the House of Night is. So we have the characters that I wanted to use, and some of them you may know, and if you don't know, they have a fan wiki. Go ahead and go and look them up, but don't spoil yourself because they have spoilers on their fan wiki. The House of Night series, I guess I should have explained, takes place in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in kind of like modern day when these books came out. It follows a girl named Zoe Redbird who gets marked one day while she was in high school with a filled-in crescent moon, and that means that she is now a fledgling ready to become and accept the change, if it happens, to become a vampire. I say it a little weirdly just because it is spelled differently, so I'm wondering if it's pronounced differently. If it's not, let me know down in the comments. So she meets her friends, and okay, I guess I should backtrack. So she finds out that she is a vampire, and she goes to the House of Night. Her advisor is the headmistress, and she also finds out that she can control all 5 elements that they do in like rituals and spells to honor the goddess Nyx, which is their deity. And she meets her friends, which she finds out that her circle is something that has not happened for like thousands of years, where each of her friends has an affinity for the symbols along with her, so that makes their rituals just, powerful. They're very powerful vampires for fledgling vampires. So that's where kind of like the whole story starts, meeting them, figuring out who she is in the first book, and then continuing on through, I think there's like 12 or 14 books, so 11 to 13, I guess, books after that. So I'm bringing back some of the very iconic characters in the story. So you've obviously got Zoe. So the first household, we're splitting them up into 5 different households because, of course, dummy me forgot that you only can have a max of like 8 in your household. So, oopsies. So they're going to be split into 5 households. So the first one is going to be Zoe. Aaron Bates, which is one of the people in her circle called the Nerd Herd. Shani, Stark, or James Stark, Damien, and Jack Twist. Jack Twist is technically Damien's boyfriend, the series, even though he's only in the series for like 2 or 3 books before something happens to him. So, sorry if I gave away spoiler. The second one is going to be of Zoe's grandmother, Sylvia Redbird. The reason why Zoe chose Redbird, because it's not actually her last name, is because her grandmother that she's very close to, Sylvia, is of Cherokee descent. So she is half Cherokee. And she's so beautiful. Like, the people that they get to like pose for her are just so beautiful and have such a very nice Cherokee features. And I really just love her. She's just so beautiful. But anyways. And then Heath Luck, which is her boyfriend from pretty much like her human life. He keeps making appearances throughout the series. The third one is Aphrodite and Darius. Darius is in charge of the Oath Warriors. I can't remember what they're called, but they're sworn to protect pretty much the House of Knights and any vampire that asks for their help. And he becomes Aphrodite's swarthbound warrior, who is a fledgling vampire who can pretty much see the future. She's a prophetess of Nyx. Some things happen to her and she ends up becoming human again, but she actually is like the evil person at the beginning of the series that, Zoe kind of puts in her place, but she slowly ends up actually becoming one of her very close friends. So it's kind of a cool, like, enemies to friends kind of relationship with that. The fourth one is Stevie Ray, which is her best friend and her roommate starting out in the series, and I just love her to death. She's just so sweet. So sweet. And she has the earth symbol. She's part of the circle as well. And then Rephaim, is a character you meet that's the son of an evil character that comes out, but he ends up changing for the good because you find out who he is. I don't want to give too much away. Shaylin, who comes in later, who can read Aurora, so she's another type of prophetess for Nyx. And then Eric Knight, who is the first boyfriend Zoe has coming to the house at night, even though he's kind of a jackass. I don't like him. And then the fifth one, Kelowna, which is the evil character I was talking about, and Raphael's dad. So those are the characters we're going to be playing with in different households. I may add some more. Not 100% sure. So that is pretty much our Let's Play. I'm going to finish the houses, and probably next week is when we're going to actually start the Let's Play. So I will finish the houses. Some of them may be pre-builds that I'll download, and I'll leave the link in that video down below to who created these houses, because I will not take credit for them. I'll probably just change the interior design of it, but like the actual shell, I'll try to build. I don't know. I'm kind of getting crunched for time, and especially if we're going to be opening the museum back up here shortly, I definitely will not have time. Also, another exciting thing I wanted to show you guys. Something came in the mail today that it kind of shocked me because I figured it wouldn't come in the mail until either tomorrow or Saturday. But it showed up early. And guess what it is? My new case. So I'm hoping since the case came today, the power supply should show up here in the next 2 days. Tomorrow I'm going to buy the rest of the components, and practically we're building a new computer for me because I was not happy with how this computer acted. It's been a very good computer for the past 2 years that I needed it for, but if I want to play games like Red Dead, I need a new. So you're going to watch me drop about $900 tomorrow. It's going to be great and fun. Anyways, I think right now I'm going to pop in a YouTube video and we're probably just going to read now. So, yeah. Insert reading montage. Okay, sorry for being in shadow, but I am back and I was a dummy and forgot to press record. So there is no reading montage. Sorry. So I did finish Ramona's World. Love the book. Give it a 5 out of 5. So the whole series, I will give it a 5 out of 5. It has its issues, but realizing the time that Beverly Crowley publish these books, you kind of get past those little flaws, but I loved them. It's very nice to see, you know, somebody from a little girl's point of view, and just the point of view of the audience that the books are intended for. It's really cute. I just have so many memories reading it, so many memories in class of the teacher reading it, and it just was very wholesome to me. So I love the series. 5 out of 5. Recommend it to any child starting chapter books and learning to read a little bit more advanced chapter books. So now I have started The Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I just read the first chapter, and oh, my Lanta, did I forget how detailed this book is and how much this series is. This is one of the thinner books besides the last book in the series, but I'm gonna have to prepare myself for this one a little bit. I love these books. It's just there's a lot of detail, and I understand why she does it, because you're not going to understand the way the pioneers, like, preserved their meat or did things without knowing the detail behind it. So I understand, but oh boy. Right now, I think what I'm going to do is turn on the TV and watch. I started watching Rock of Love since it's on Amazon Prime and Hulu, because I've had nothing else really to do. So, but before that, I'm going to go gather up the stuff that I need to take to the office, and then I'm going to watch that, and then probably when my boyfriend comes home, I'll see how his day was, and then I'm going to put the stuff in the car and take it to the museum. So, I will see you later, probably when I'm at the museum. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Yay! Even though every day has been like a Friday to me. Good morning. I have been up since 6 o'clock. Because I had to take my boyfriend into work so I could have the car for the day. So, yay. And as you can tell, I did not want to do anything with my hair, so it is up in a bun. Cute little one. And so right now, obviously you see I'm in the car. No, I did not just drop him off. But I decided to go to Fort Dodge and go get some groceries from the Fort Dodge Hy-Vee. And I also wanted one of these. So today my plan is at about 11 o'clock I need to be at the museum because I need to finish cleaning out the schoolhouse because we're doing another live video today, and if I can get it cleaned video at noon instead of 1, because a lot of people go on their lunches at noon, so it's like, it would make more sense and to give them something to, I guess, watch at noon. I don't know. And then I can get it done and over with sooner, or I might just keep it at 1, I don't know. So, right now I'm just coming back before Dutch from getting groceries, pretty much heading home. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do when I get home, because I'm not going to go to the, leave just immediately right away, just so I can give the dog some time to one needs to be out of the kennel and some time with me, because yesterday I was pretty much gone right after my boyfriend got home from work. So, yeah. Oh, speaking of, last night, so we had the board meeting on Zoom. I was able to kind of breathe a little bit just because I'm sitting here. We didn't finish it. We're meeting again next week. The whole rehiring option thing, it scared me because it was like rehiring option ? Now I kind of understand why it was worded that way a little bit. So now I can breathe a little bit because he's just looking to see if they can even, like, what we could work with. Also, we realized, and the reason why we're going to have an in-face meeting next Thursday, is to figure out how we're going to reopen the museum. And then once we figure that out, then we could probably figure out, bringing me back depending on the hours. And to be honest, at this point, I'm willing to pretty much, also put in some volunteer time to help keep the numbers down, just because I need to get out of the house. I need to be back doing something more. It's not going to be stable because, in a week it could be taken away. All the proclamations could go back up that everything needs to close again. Who knows? But at least something, because I am going stir crazy in my house. And I love you all, but I need a sense of somewhat normalcy a little bit and some of my schedule back, or I'm just gonna lose it. And I know I'm not in the same boat, or I'm not the only one in the same boat. I understand that, but for the people that can understand, that are very schedule driven, understand how I feel right now. We gotta feel lost right now and just kind of going insane because we can't do our normal scheduled routine stuff. So anyways, so that's what that was about. And I was like debating on not like showing that to you guys, but to be honest, I want to be, as real as I could possibly be with all of you, because my life is not sunshines and rainbows, and I don't want to portray that it's sunshines and rainbows. It's completely far from that. Like, literally, I could be going good for like a month, and then out of nowhere, 1 week could like literally do like that whole month of, feeling good and fluffy and positive. So like, my life is chaos, let's just say that. But anyways, so that's gonna be next week, and yeah. So it sounds like, I don't know why, like in the back of my mind, I was thinking they're gonna get rid of me. I don't know why. I know that wasn't the case, because I know they want to keep me, because I do, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do a pretty dang good job of what I do, because I always put 110% into it in my whole heart. And I think that's also why I was scared, because, you're ripping something away that I literally went to college to get this dream job. This is my dream job. I love what I do. To almost see it get ripped away because of this pandemic, it was like, no, this is not okay. And I understand. I'm not in the same boat either about, your dream job getting ripped away from you. But, yeah. I should, thank my lucky stars that I have employers that are, looking out for me and what's the best intentions, while also, still maintaining the best intentions for the museum. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get off this subject because it's just gonna make me cry. I want to go back, even though I'll be going back today. But anyways, oh, that's pretty. I keep forgetting they have like a weird salt thing over here. I think it's a burn pile. Is that ash? Anyways, so that's pretty much what the plan is today, is just to do the live cleaning and some live video, or some cleaning in the live video. Wow, I can't even speak today. So, I believe tomorrow will be the last day for the vlog, just because I need time to edit. And this weekend I'm probably going to have time because my boyfriend informed me that some of his high school, like childhood best friends and high school best friends are coming back into town for a weekend and they all want to get together. So I was like, okay, go ahead. I don't give a crap. Thank you for letting me know so that if I were to go do something, let's say with my friend that I've been kind of having the habit of staying the night once or twice a week, I have to say that no, I can't stay with you because I have to take care of dogs. So, and you know what, to be honest, it would be nice to have some alone time. Like, I love my boyfriend, but he's always home when he's not at work. And I just love to have a night to myself. This will be enjoyable tomorrow. So, well, I'm going to let you guys go. And you know what I might do is read another chapter or two of Little House in the Big Woods when I get home after I put away groceries, so that I just have some time just to have no screen time, just the book and just us. Or I was thinking about going to visit my mom because I haven't seen her or talked to her all week. That too. Well, anyways, I'll check in with you guys later to see what I do. Hi everybody, editing me. I totally forgot, I did not even finish vlogging. Pretty much, I am about halfway through, if not over halfway through, of Little House in the Big Woods. I pretty much got distracted hanging out with family and did not read, and yeah, oopsie. I'm going to bid you farewell. Thank you for watching this chaotic video. I was really on the fence if I really wanted to put this out just because it wasn't really the best, but to be honest, you guys need to see sometimes that I'm not always put together and I should never have to pretend to be always put together. So you get to see pretty much me freaking out most of the vlog. I mean, the last half of it, letting my overthinking mind get to it. So sorry for that. That can be me some days, and then of course me forgetting to finish the vlog and not be on time. I am trying to get back on track of things and getting more of a set schedule for myself, which will be a lot better for me. It wasn't this week I was supposed to work on it, but I did not because I totally forgot there was a weekend and then hanging out with family and everything. So yeah, well, anyways, I'm gonna bid you farewell. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like what you saw and want to stay around for more of the chaos that is my life, please hit the subscribe button and that bell notification. I do post every Tuesdays and Fridays, Tuesdays being the fun bookish content like this, and Fridays being the fun bookish Sims content. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great start to your week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!